Dorosday Watson, one of the longest serving female public servants in Vanuatu, was fired from her job as the Director General of Justice in 2021. She took the government to court, sued the government for 34 million, won her case. Vanuatu government appealed that case. Something, Court of Appeal gave the decision that the money is to be paid to Dorosday, but not 34. It was brought down to 26 million and some change. Now, this is an amazing story, and there's heaps of these stories, believe it or not, in Vanuatu. A lot of people wrongfully terminated, they sue the government, and most times they win. Now, the Vanuatu government should actually learn a massive lesson from this. You can't keep firing people just because you have a bruised ego. When she was the Director General of Justice, Esmond Simon was the Minister of Justice, Bob Loftman was the Prime Minister. Now, in what world do you think you can just fire someone unlawfully? Who vets that decision? Like, who checks it? Who says, okay, you're able to do this, or you're not able to do this? Where's your lawyers to say that you can't do this? What in the world could she possibly have done for you to drop the axe and say, nope, I need to fire you on the spot? I can't imagine that Dorosday would be able to do something so insane that would actually be proportionate to the decision that you made, which now the government has to pay for it 3 years later. In terms of money, Vanuatu government, you cannot be making these silly decisions. Your ministers need to have thicker skin, I guess, need to respect people more, and need to run decisions through their lawyers before they actually make it. Otherwise, you'll be hemorrhaging money all year long because a few individuals felt it necessary to get rid of certain people, and then you end up in the Vanuatu courts. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, Vanuatu justice system is amazing. You guys did an awesome job, and Dorosday walking away with 26 million and some change. Dorosday, congratulations to you. Thank you for speaking up. Usually in Vanuatu, there's a lot more glass ceilings for women, so this sends a message to a lot of other women. If you've been wrongfully terminated, you actually do have a dog in the fight, and you can take your former employers to court and hold them accountable if it was done not in line with the labor law. We need to know our rights as public servants and as private citizens. Just because you work for an entity, a company, it doesn't mean that this is modern day slavery, and when they say jump, you jump, or if they say you're fired, you're fired. No, that's not how it works. There's a tribunal within the Labor Commission, and there's the Labor Act, and the labor laws that protect each and every employee. And if you're part of the union, you have the union support as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can cushion yourself from a blow like a wrongful termination. Now, for Dorosday, she's a well-decorated public servant. She was Director of Fisheries, Director of Agriculture, Women's Affairs, and then she worked her way up through other prominent positions in the public sector, all the way to the Director General of Justice. Kudos on you for that and that amazing career. Coming that far and to be terminated just like that, it's a slap in the face to Dorothy, and I'm glad she stood up to this bully and held them accountable. Now, we've had change in governments. That was the Bob Loftman government. Then we had the Ishmael government. Then we had the Kilman government, and now we have the Salwai government. Now, for those of you who are paying attention, I did mention that she was terminated in 2021. That was Loftman, and now 3 years later, we've had almost 4 governments. Yes, that's Vanuatu for you. That's how it is here. So one thing you can learn now with the new government, the Charles Salwai-led government, you can't just terminate people. Man, run it through the chain of command. And if you're at the top of the hierarchy, if you're the minister, just know that you're human as well, and you might be missing things. So run it through your advisors. You've got 3 political advisors. For the life of me, I do not know what they are advising you politically, but you have 3 of them. Make use of them. They don't need to have law degrees to know that this is wrongful termination. You don't need to spend years studying and passing the bar to say, wait, no, I can't terminate you. My law degree says I can't do that. You don't need that. Common sense, man. Common sense tells you that you can't do that. And that type of naivety and unprofessionalism and being uninformed and not using your resources the proper way, it's leading to the government having to pay millions and millions and millions of vatus to everyone who's suing the government. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from Dorosday. Kudos on you for standing up. There should be more Dorosdays in the future. I support that. What I'm saying is the government can't be hemorrhaging money year on because of silly decisions made by people whose egos got bruised and made rash decisions. Where are your advisors who should be advising you that this is wrong? This is a democracy. This is not a dictatorship where you say 1 + 1 = 4 and everyone says yes. There needs to be people in place who can question you and oppose those decisions. And if you have the right response, it creates a more healthy working environment. Second thing I want to touch on is the celebration of the new government. Charlo Salwai government, congrats on the win. It was the Ishmael-led government and then Sato, and now we have government number 3. And one thing I actually find very humorous, I find this very funny, because when I'm going through social media, I can see people posting up on social media, the ministers or the members of parliament, saying that we have this many numbers or we have this many numbers and we're going to win and we're going to bring together a united government. It's going to be a bipartisan government. That is amazing. And when one government wins, they celebrate, and another government wins, they celebrate, and then another motion comes in, and another motion comes in. One thing I really want to know is, what exactly are you celebrating? Because I want to partake in this celebration, but I don't know what we're celebrating. Are we celebrating just a bigger paycheck for you? Or are we celebrating that now that you're in government, the price of basic necessities will drop, the price of fuel will drop, the price of the utilities will drop? I really want to know what you're celebrating, because I really want to be a part of it. And I'm sure I speak for the rest of the people of Vanuatu. We all want to be part of this celebration. What are we celebrating? Are we going to celebrate that the roads are getting fixed, Vanuatu issues will be fixed, corruption, accountability, transparency? What exactly are we celebrating? Because, yeah, I want to be part of it. I hope that this Salwai-led government is able to run all the way through its term. Please, no more motions of no confidence. If you have an issue, bring it up, raise it. Opposition sees something wrong, raise it with government. Government can address it. If they can fix it, fix it. If it's something that is not rational, okay, deal with it. But enough with the motions of no confidence. Dang, there's been so many motions of no confidence. Now we're calling for stability. Where the heck was stability when Ishmael was running? Where was stability when Kilman was in the seat? Now we want stability? Okay, let's have stability. Please, bring on stability. We all need some stability in our lives. We all need some stability in our relationships. We all need stability with our government.